Okay, so hi Catalyst team. We are now in this presentation on our Project Catalyst Fund 2 and the closeout report. So we want to give you a brief responses to your questions in terms of what was our proposal to the Drive Adoption Challenge. First of all, we had a problem statement addressed on the problem statement was high entry barriers for community members ready to contribute diverse experience and talents towards mainstream adoption of Cardano. So we actually came together and said our solution for this problem would be a free open source APIs and project-based learning resources that empower people from different backgrounds to drive adoption on Cardano. Said that, we got in our proposal a step further, looking at our mission and our vision. This is outlined here, and I hand over to my teammate James to give you further answers to the questions.
Thanks, Julie. Yeah, and our mission and vision haven't changed much since day one. We've tweaked a couple of words just to make it more evocative and in line with our work. But it's been really good to be centered on these things of just figuring out how we can help as many people as possible solve problems with Cardano. Now, we've learned a lot over the last year. We certainly didn't stay within scope. That was one of the learnings and challenges that we encountered along the way. But the reason we didn't stay within scope is that as we set out on our mission of engaging with as many people as possible, we really kept an open door to a lot of different ideas. So it's actually a little bit hard to say what scope even is in our case, because when you're trying to keep that door open, I think that's natural to happen. And every step of the way, we've been learning, we've been running little experiments, and some of them have worked and some of them haven't. Another challenge, I mean, deciding from the outset that Catalyst was going to be a way to avoid other funding mechanisms that might lock us down and take us off mission turned out to be really challenging, right? There was a lot of challenges with Catalyst in the middle of 2021. It slowed us down a lot. There were a few weeks of heartbreak in there, but in the end, it's been worth it because Catalyst is also about forming relationships and exploring collaboration, and it has absolutely provided that opportunity. In terms of setting KPIs, similar story to staying within scope. I mean, we had this high-level vision. We had ideas about how we were going to meet our challenge, but when it came to writing KPIs, it was really hard to predict what we would have to be able to say. So when we look back at our original proposal, it's really generic stuff, you know, like users on Telegram. We didn't even use Telegram in the end. And you can go back to our original proposal, take a look at that. But what we did do is a lot of experiments, right? A few of them happened only for a little while and then disappeared, but others really became institutions within GimbaLabs and within the Catalyst community. Playground sessions are an example of that. We've done a lot of educational experiments, excuse me. We've been measuring Dandelion API usage and Discord memberships. That's been really exciting. And we're really proud of the developers we've supported and the community we've started to build here. Regarding Dandelion KPIs, Roberto, would you add anything there?
You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. So maybe I will add, talking about deliverables. Well, we deliver some Cardano Starter Kits that were the gateway to PBLs. Yeah, also Dandelion was a single project, and today it's a couple of them at least. Yeah, we also developed some open source Bluetooth contracts, and regarding non-technical deliverables, we created GimbaLabs Playground, as a space for startups across the ecosystem to make entrepreneurs, developers to meet. We've carried on more than, I don't know, I lost the track, more than 20 for sure, more than 30. We piloted partnerships with non-blockchain small business owners If you've been paying attention, you already know some that has been published. We piloted Plutus PBL experiences, project-based learning experiences. And I will add that we've created tons of non-technical resources in form of video recordings, GitLab documentation. I mean, we created tons of READMEs. We've tried to document our journey as video and text, and those are also some deliverables that we cannot keep track of all of them, but they are there, published, and they are open because that's in our DNA, openness.
Amen.
So coming to the final slide, what's next? Actually, we keep on working on the distributed technical infrastructure named Dandelion. We still build out further the educational infrastructure, always anchored in the project-based learning. So it be Plutus, so it be maybe tokenomics and many more to come. We hard working on community infrastructure, so having really the concepts of bringing people together under different focus areas. So let it be playgrounds, gardeners, and tokenomics. And we also applied to further funding for Dandelion, project-based learning, Catalyst narrative, and some more that we might don't know about yet.
The Catalyst Natives one is a little bit aspirational, but we would love to help build out that ecosystem, whether it's in a fund soon. Our tokenomics work is really leading us in that direction, and there's a lot of energy and a lot of coordination happening in that work. So yeah, excited to keep building these infrastructures. Hey, Catalyst team, really sorry this video is late, but we've been heads down and a tiny team doing as much as we can to support the ecosystem. So thanks for understanding. And my partners and friends, can't believe what we've done so far and what we've gotten to do together. Thank you for this.
Where are you? Thank you for being awesome.
You too. We're gonna have a good
love
real
everywhere.
Party someday.
Love everywhere.
All right, team. Cheers.
Peace and love.
Oh, still recording.
Oh, we did record that. Okay.
Oh yeah.